Hello there. Now, first of all, apologies for not doing a video yesterday. I would normally do a video straight after the game and such like that, but honest to God, after the game against Everton, it was draining watching it, and I've had a really draining week trying to get over this illness. So I went to bed. I went to bed and just kind of like lay there, didn't do anything, and just tried to. I still had to get up and go to work the next day at 3 in the morning. So look, I didn't do a video then, so I'm going to do it now. I'm going to combine it with our Champions League draw as well that we've just got this afternoon. So obviously Liverpool versus Everton started out well. You know, Mohamed Salah curled in an absolutely beautiful goal, but we couldn't keep hold of it. We couldn't keep hold of it at all. Now, a lot of people are blaming Lovren, and obviously he's the man that actually committed the foul that actually happened. But to be fair, we didn't put the game to bed like we should have. Yes, they put out a hell of... You know what you're going to get with the Sam Allardyce team? You're going to get a team that sits back and puts 9 people behind the ball, if not 10. And they're going to leave someone up there maybe just to give it, a bit of a counter-attack as well. But we got caught out, and to be fair, yeah, it probably was a penalty, but I think that whoever it was, I can't even remember who it was that went down, but whoever it was did probably make the most of the actual challenge. But as Sam Allardyce said, if you put your hands on an attacking player in the box, they're most likely going to go down these days. And I don't think that's just Sam Allardyce either. I think that is generally any manager in the Premier League, and maybe in other leagues as well. If you put your hands on an attacker in the box, you are putting yourself at risk of giving away a penalty, and that is exactly what happened. So, I mean, we made our own problems, to be fair. We didn't put the game to bed as we should have, in my opinion, because we had that many chances. There were a couple of, people are obviously picking up on Sadio Mane giving away. We're not giving away. He was in a good position to pass to other players, and he didn't. And obviously that's disappointing to do that, but it happens. We didn't lose the game. That is probably the only positive that we've got from it. Would have been absolutely devastating if we lost the game. We still stay in 4th right now. We had the opportunity to go 3rd though. We had the opportunity to go 3rd and we didn't take it. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. We've got West Brom on Wednesday, I think it is, and Bournemouth on Saturday or Sunday, whichever day that is. I hope I've got those fixtures the right way around as well. But yeah, disappointing, because it's the Merseyside derby. As I've said in my preview, I never want to lose it. I never really want to draw it. I always want to win it, and I'm pretty sure every Liverpool fan is the same. Probably the same as Everton fans. They'll be happier with that draw than we will be. But we didn't lose it. We did draw it in the end. It's one of those. It's a bad one. We've got to move on and get on to West Brom on Wednesday. And I'll do a preview for that one as well. Hopefully this is starting to... It's this cold or illness or whatever, it's getting in that phase where it's slowly getting worse, which means that hopefully it'll eventually get better pretty quickly. As long as I'm not ill for Christmas, that'll be fantastic. Okay, so Champions League draw. We avoided what many would say are the big boys. We avoided Real Madrid, we avoided Bayern Munich, and I was fully prepared for us to be able to be, turn around saying, oh, we're going to get Real Madrid, we're going to get Barcelona, etc., etc. We come out, and we've got FC Porto. And this is reactionary right now, have not done any research whatsoever. I couldn't actually name a Porto player right now. I don't actually think I could. I really couldn't, actually. Okay, that's quite bad. So I'm going to have to actually look into that as well. But I think they did quite well in their group from what I remember. And I think it's actually, I think the fixture is something like the 14th of February, we play away against Porto. And then it's something like the 5th or 6th of March, we play at home at Anfield. So we have the second leg at home. The one quote that I have seen online is that Porto play out of their skin at home. And that is quite something, because obviously you would do that, wouldn't you? If you're playing at home, you're going to play at your absolute maximum. So it depends how they would play at Anfield. Obviously, it depends how we would play at Anfield as well. And it's a couple of months away yet before we even really have to think about that. But we've got the draw in. Some other teams around us, like in the Premier League, have got some really tough draws. I think Chelsea drew Barcelona. That's going to be a hell of a game. It's been quite a monumental fixture in previous Champions League years and stuff like that. I think Chelsea beat them to get to the final with Bayern Munich, which they then won on penalties. And I might have that one wrong, I'm not sure, but I definitely remember Chelsea beating Barcelona at some point. So, but it's going to be a tricky one, because Chelsea aren't necessarily playing the best right now, having just got beat by West Ham. I can't remember who Man United got. Can't even remember who City got. It's not a good day for the memory today, okay? So I should have probably prepared a little bit more, but I wanted to get something out. I'm quite happy with the draw, but it's one of those as well that people shouldn't be saying, oh, we didn't get Barcelona, Real Madrid, we're getting through to the last 8. Let's just, kind of like with the Everton game, let's get those expectations down just a little bit. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't reach for the sky and aim for the stars. And, if you aim for the stars, you might land on the moon. Let's not get carried away, because the Champions League, these teams are in there for a reason. And I said that about the group stage as well. These teams are in there for a reason. Porto are no joke, in my opinion, from what I have known about them in the past. But yeah, we've avoided Real Madrid, we've avoided Bayern Munich, etc. But these teams are still going to be dangerous, whether we're playing away or we're playing at home. They are going to be dangerous, and they are also going to be wanting. They're not going to be wanting to settle for, oh, we've got to the knockout stage, great stuff, yes, excellent stuff. Just as we won't be going, well, right, we got to the knockout stage, excellent stuff. Let's, that was a really good achievement. Hopefully we can get further next year. We'll want to progress as much as they're going to want to progress. So they're going to be dangerous, as we should be dangerous as well. And hopefully we will be. We've got a lot to look forward to, in my opinion. Still got more Champions League games to come. We've got some cup games to come in January as well. And obviously the Premier League is continuing. So good times, in my opinion, right now. Obviously, yes, we've got to, move past the Everton result. You've got to move past that pretty quick. It's happened. It's done. Still, if you're saying Klopp out, come on. I know team selection. He even came out himself and took the blame for it. He said, pretty much held his hand up in the press conference and said, I take the blame for that one, because he did the team selection. And yeah, you could go into team selection all day long, but at the end of the day, it's not like we benched everybody. We didn't bench all of the front four, the Fab Four that everyone's calling them. We didn't bench all of them. Mane and Salah were playing. Solanke didn't get much service. He was isolated by Allardyce's defence. Henderson did not play well, and I think the two players that you've really got to look at in summer, should they be Liverpool players, and maybe this will be a poll that I can maybe put on the YouTube channel as well, on this video, a poll that I might put up, hopefully it might appear on the screen if I've actually done it, or get your comment in below, is should Henderson and Lovren be Liverpool players next year? Should they be? Because at the moment I'm swinging much more to the side that they shouldn't. That's just my opinion. I said a lot about Henderson being the club captain. People shouldn't really be disrespecting him a great deal. But at the end of the day, your performances have got you're only as good as your last performance. That's really what a lot of people say, and especially in football world, sports world, you are literally only as good as your last performance. Henderson's last couple of performances have been pretty dire. Lovren's reputation isn't really getting rebuilt, because when he has a couple of good games or some average okay games, he comes out and does stuff like this. And it's not good. I personally believe that they should be doing the whole putting Joe Gomez in centre-back and starting to weed out the likes. I would actually put Klavan in front of Lovren. And I know people might be like, whoa, Klavan's 34 or 32, 34, whichever age he is, I can't remember. I would. Because Klavan, I just think he's a much more solid defender than Lovren. Lovren is too prone to making mistakes. Gomez looks like an absolute battle axe. He's solid he's good at getting forward as well, but he's good defensively, which is the main thing. And I'd get Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back. That's the way I would do it. Yeah, we've got to rotate, and obviously rotation's going to come into it. As Jurgen Klopp has said, we're going to get some strange ones. But at the end of the day, if a player's not performing, they shouldn't get in the team just because, I don't know why. Obviously, Henderson, he's club captain, and people are going to be like, well, yeah, he's going to have to get in the team, isn't he? Because he's the club captain. And I'm like, yeah, but, it really should go on performance basis. We played so well without him. And we have played so well without him. And the same with Lovren as well. We played well without Lovren. Played well with Lovren as well. And we played well with Henderson. But Henderson doesn't seem to be finding any form. Lovren, he finds a little bit of form, and he loses it as quick as he gets it. What are your thoughts on any of that? Anyway, I've rambled quite a bit. I'm going to go get a lemsip, guys, and I'm going to go have a nap. So, get your comments in below. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. Apologies again for not getting one done yesterday, but I couldn't. I didn't want. It's not that I didn't want to. It's I was so tired from trying to stay up and watch the game, and I know it was early in the day, but I really was tired, and I just needed to go to bed. So hopefully you understand that. Thanks very much for watching this video. Do like it and subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you later.